Real Madrid missed the chance to move within 1 point of La Liga leaders Barcelona after Martin Satriano's spectacular strike gave Getafe a shock win at the Bernabeu. Satriano scored the winner before halftime when his breathtaking volley nestled into Thibaut Courtois' top corner, condemning the host to his second successive league defeat. It means Real Madrid, 4 points behind Barcelona, having both now played 26 games. Madrid were again without Kylian Mbappe, as his 27-year-old has struggled with an injury to the external ligament of his left knee since the end of 2025. A tough stubborn defense frustrated Madrid throughout the game as the home side were unable to score past David Soria. Real Madrid striker Kylian Mbappe has been diagnosed with a left knee sprain and will not have surgery at this stage. The 27-year-old France international has been struggling with an injury to his ligament since 2025 when it was diagnosed of the issue. It means last week's Champions League playoff second leg against Benfica and travelled to Paris for more tests. Mbappe was absent for the La Liga game yesterday, and while his availability to face Real Madrid is in to face Manchester City in the first leg of their last 16 Champions League tie next week is not clear. Real Madrid said the diagnosis of a sprain in his left knee has been confirmed, and Mbappe will continue with the current course of conservative treatment. Mbappe's representative said he was in French capital with members of the Real Madrid medical staff. Michael Antonio says he had to swallow his ego after his near fatal car crash as he prepares to make his first club appearance in 15 months. The 35-year-old striker, who has joined Qatari side Al Saliyah, says owners of English club were wary of signing him following his accident in December 2024, which left him with multiple leg fractures. He returned to competitive action with the Jamaican national team with three substitute appearances in June, his only football since the crash. Antonio, while speaking, said it feels like a schoolboy again as it looks to prove his fitness during his spell in Qatar's Stars League. Antonio says he still has so much love for West Ham, for whom he played 323 games and became their all-time Premier League top scorer with 68 goals, but was disappointed he did not get the chance of even a final substitute appearance in a home friendly. He says he ultimately was not wanted by then manager Graham Potter and describes his exit in August as a hard pill to take. Brighton striker Danny Welbeck has triggered a 12-month option in his contract to extend his deal to the end of next season. The 35-year-old forward current contract was due to expire at the end of this season, but it is understood the option for an extra year is now in place. Welbeck signed a new 2-year deal in 2024, but the existence of the 12-month option was not reported at the time. There has been uncertainty over Welbeck's future at Brighton, given his contract situation, but now the former Manchester United and Arsenal forward is set to stay with the Seagulls next season. Welbeck has impressed this season and is currently the club's top goal scorer with 11 goals and 30 appearances, the latest coming on Sunday's 2-1 win over Nottingham Forest. A championship side All City have included Super Eagles defender Semi Ajayi in their squad for the game against Ipswich Town. Ajayi has recovered from a hamstring injury sustained at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations in January. The 32-year-old is now set to make his first appearance for Hull City this year. The centre-back last featured for the Tigers against Millwall in December 2025. Ajayi's return to fitness is a major boost for Sergei's Jakarovic side who are seeking promotion to the Premier League. The defenders made 12 appearances for Hull City this season, scoring once in some of those games he played. Turkish giant Galatasaray have opted to rest Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen for their Turkish Cup encounter against Allianspor. Osimhen is among 5 regular players omitted for the game by head coach Okan Buruk. According to information available on Galatasaray's website, the players were left out of the squad for them to observe active rest. The game will be played at the Allianz Hopa Stadium. Galatasaray defeated same opponent 3 goals to 1 in the Turkish Super League clash last Saturday, with Osimhen recording a goal and an assist. Osimhen is expected to return to action when Galatasaray take on Besiktas in the Istanbul derby this weekend. South African giant Kaizer Chiefs have reportedly tabled an offer for Nigerian goalkeeper Stanley Wambali as they look to bolster their squad ahead of the new season. The 27-year-old shotstopper is currently a free agent, making him an attractive option in the transfer market. Sources close to the situation indicate that Soweto-based club are keen on securing ace services on a permanent deal as they aim to strengthen their goalkeeping department. Wambali has built a reputation for his presence between the sticks, sharp reflexes, and composure in high pressure matches. His consistent performances and big match temperament have made him one of the most sought after Nigerian goalkeepers. In recent times, Kaizer Chiefs, who are keen to return to the summit of the South African football, view the Nigerian international as a reliable addition who can bring stability and leadership to their backline. Reigning African champions, the Super Falcons of Niger will look to respond strongly when they face Cameroon in the second of their two pre-AFCON international friendlies today at the military stadium in Yaoundé. The Super Falcons suffered a narrow 1-0 defeat in Saturday's first encounter, conceding a stoppage time goal to interminable Lionesses in what made observers described as a timely wake-up call ahead of this year's Women African Cup of Nations in Morocco. Cameroon, drawn in Group D alongside Ghana, Mali, and Cape Verde, secured victory through a late strike from Yana Mbumezumo. A long-range effort is in added time beats debutant goalkeeper Comfort Abo for the only goal of the match, despite conceding. Abo impressed on an international debut, displaying composure and confidence throughout the contest. The Confederation of African Football (CAF) has unveiled a list of 10 referees selected for an elite training program ahead of the decisive knockout stages of its interclub competition. The continent football governing body announced on Monday that the selected officials will undergo a specialized training camp in Cairo, Egypt, as part of the effort to enhance officiating standards. The training comes as both the CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederation Cup have reached the quarter-final stage, with high-stakes fixtures expected across the continent. According to CAF, the program is designed to fine-tune decision-making, improve physical conditioning, and ensure uniform interpretation of the laws of the game during the crucial knockout round matches. Goba Mustafa, Jindo Luiz, Ndabi Pacific, Mefaya Abdul Abubakar, Al Adi Ali Muhammad, Messi Jassier Nwutu, Pan Clement Franklin, Dala Ngambo, Jean Jacques, Mohamed Nassar Maruf, Amin Mohamed Omar, were some of the referees for the training. The initiative underscores CAF commitment to maintaining high officiating standards as the race for the continental glory intensifies in both competitions. The current Secretary General of the Confederation of African Football CAF, Veron Omba, is expected in Kinshasa today to formally submit his candidacy for the presidency of the Congolese Football Federation, FECOFA. Omba's anticipated declaration is already generating significant attention with Congolese football circles, with observers suggesting his entry into the race could dramatically reshape the contest for the federation's top seat. A seasoned football administrator, Omba has served in various capacities within African football before rising to the influential position of CAF Secretary General. His potential bid for FECOFA presidency is seen as a major development given his continental experience and administrative pedigree. If confirmed, his candidacy is expected to intensify competition among aspirants vying to lead Congolese football into a new era as stakeholders look ahead to reform stability and improve performances at both club and national team levels. And to short put, 18-year-old Jessica Orji has etched her name into the history books after breaking the Nigerian and African women's shot put record at the Ivy League Conference Championships. Orji claimed gold with a remarkable throw of 18.50 meters, setting a new continental benchmark and becoming the best female shot putter in Africa history. The teenager surpassed the previous African record of 18.48 meters, set just a day earlier by Mind de Klerk, what in turn eclipsed the long-standing mark held by Vivian Chukwemeka. Competing under the Nigerian flag for only the third time in her career, Orji delivered a composed and dominant performance to secure the title and rewrite the record books in emphatic fashion. A historic throw not only secured victory at the Ivy League Championships, but also signaled the arrival of a new force in African athletics as the 18-year-old continues her rise on the international stage. In boxing, Floyd Mayweather will fight veteran Greek kickboxer Mike Zambidis in an exhibition bout in June before his rematch with Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao is 47, Mayweather 49. We fight Right, I take that again. Floyd Mayweather will fight veteran Greek kickboxer Mike Vambidis in an exhibition bout in June before his rematch with Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao is 47 and Mayweather 49, set to take on each other on the 19th of September, which is on a Saturday, live on Netflix, in a rematch of their 2015 fight of the century, the richest bout in boxing history. And former five-weight champion Mayweather announced he would come out of retirement for a fourth time 2 weeks ago, has decided to take on Zambidis in Athens to prepare for his first professional boxing match in 9 years. That's all we have in the news. Talking points next. All right, definitely a lot to talk about in the world of sport, and we start with Real Madrid. Real Madrid. They lost at home to the Getafe yesterday, one goal to nothing at the Bernabeu, and yes, Kylian Mbappe was absent in that game. He was not available for that game. He has a knee strain, and when he's going to return to the side is yet to be decided. He's currently not in Spain. He's in Paris with his doctors from Spain trying to look at the knee injury, but they will not be exercising the possibility of a surgery for that injury because Kylian Mbappe can't have that kind of injury now. There's the race to win the Spanish La Liga by Real Madrid. There's the race to win the Champions League by Real Madrid. There's the FIFA World Cup with Kylian Mbappe is going to captain France too. So it's just a very difficult situation right now. They didn't manage his minutes well, and he picked up that injury, I think, in the Copa del Rey match in December 2025. Was the Albacete game, I guess? But he picked up that injury, trying also to end the year with a calendar go high. You know, large numbers of goals to top the calendar year goals. I think that of or Ronaldo, to equal that of Ronaldo, to top that of Ronaldo, but that didn't quite pan out to score two goals in that game, picked up that injury. They've managed the injury until the game they played in, until the last game they played. It wasn't part of the game against Benfica for the UEFA round of 16 playoffs. But right now, it wasn't available for the game yesterday. They were beaten one goal to nothing, despite the fact that they had more in the game. They had more possessions, they had more shot on target in that game. Vinicius Jr. missed a glorious chance. Adegule also missed his chance after turning around the Taffy defenders. You also saw a very crazy miss from Mastantuono in the game. Rodrigo also missed a chance. They missed chances in that match. In fact, they had 77% ball possession at halfway with 23. Real Madrid had 18 shot at goal, but of course, 7 were on target. Etafe had 9 shots at goal, 3 were on target, and one of them counted for that victory for them. Passes completed 603 to 127 for Etafe. Expected goals for Real Madrid 1.57 for that of Taffy, 0.49. Guess who got the win at the end of the day? It was Taffy that defeated Real Madrid. It was a derby, and yes, they made sure it counted for them. The game ended one goal to nothing at Taffy. With that victory, took them to the 11th position in the Spanish La Liga table. They have 32 points right now. We also had 2 red cards in the game. Franco Mazzatone continued speaking arrogantly to the referee, got a red card, and Adrian Biso also got a red card in the 97th minute. Mazzatone's red card came in the 95th minute for Real Madrid. They are 4 points behind Barcelona now, with equal number of games played. So they need to play catch up, and there is an El Clasico at the Camp Nou, where Barcelona have not lost since they returned to Camp Nou this season. So it's a great game. We are looking at Barcelona winning the title, and I remember one of our Box 18 editions. I mentioned that you can trust Barcelona to go on a run of 8 games and win the title. You can never trust Real Madrid. Just 2 weeks ago, we were talking about Real Madrid on top of the Spanish La Liga, how Barcelona messed it up against was Osasuna or thereabout. But look at Real Madrid, they've lost 6 points in the last 2 matches, failed to win in the last 2 matches, and Kylian Mbappe wasn't available for yesterday's game, and he is a major doubt for their first game against Manchester City in the Champions League. By the time you think about that, the fact that he's contributed for the 3% of Real Madrid goals this season, 23 games, 23 goals, and 4 assists in the La Liga, and has contributed for the 3% of their goals. You know that Real Madrid are in trouble. They also don't have, what's his name now? Jude Bellingham is also been out injured, so they lost yesterday's game, one goal to nothing. Right, other games from last night. Pisa were beaten by Bologna, one goal to nothing. Odegaard scored in the 90th minute. Jens Odegaard scored in the 90th minute for Bologna. For Dinazzi, they were top by Fiorentina. Yes, quite a shocking win for Dinazzi against Fiorentina. First goal was scored by Christian Capasele in the 10th minute. Nicolo Zaniolo assisted him. Then Keanu Davies and the VR awarded penalty, which he converted in the 64th minute before Adam Busa scored in the 94th minute in that game. And yes, Madukelko kept a clean sheet in that match for Udinese, but it's never coming back to the Super Eagles, I guess. Right, 0916205945, 0916204945. We have games lined up for your enjoyment in the Premier League today. EFC Bournemouth against Brentford is going to be mad. Everton at home to Bondi by 8:30 tonight. We have Leeds United at home to Sunderland. Yes, am I reading it right? Yes, Leeds United at home to Sunderland by 8:30, and for Wolverhampton Wanderers, they'll welcome Liverpool. That's the game to expect. Wolves versus Liverpool is next on the card for Liverpool. Their last game, as they played well in their last game, they defeated West Ham United 5-2, and they scored three set piece goal in that game. They scored from set pieces, I think, from three corners in that match. 0916205945, 0916204945. Those are the numbers to call to be part of the conversation. And yes, the day has arrived. The very day we've been waiting for in Spain. Barcelona Atletico Madrid is the Copa del Rey semi-final second leg. Barcelona with a major disadvantage, with a uphill task to overturn a 4-goal deficit against Atletico Madrid, against Diego Simeone's team. 4 goals to nothing from the first leg. Ademola Lookman was involved in that first leg when they destroyed Barcelona. I think it was 1 goal, 1 assist from Lookman. But now they take on Barcelona, the company, and yes, their star boy Lamine Yamal scored a hat trick just this weekend. He scored a hat trick, his first ever hat trick as a Barcelona player, and the first hat trick from a player, in fact, the youngest hat trick scorer in this century. Right, 0916205945. The odds are against Barcelona tonight. They get to overturn a 4-goal deficit without conceding, with that very terrible highline they've been keeping and conceding in almost every matches, every game they play. How they try to control that. Alexander Solot scored a hat trick, in their Champions League playoff. They won their last game. Willian Alvarez has scored for them. So they have a lot of players on form right now. Can Barcelona score 4, score 5, and then concede against Atletico Madrid? 0916205945, 0916204945. For the Coppa Italia matches, we have Como against Inter Milan. That's going to be one to look out for. It's going to be interesting. That's the semi-finals of the Coppa Italia. Then the Coupe de France, Strasbourg against Reims. They are up for tonight by 9 p.m. 0916205945. Samir Ajayi might play for All City tonight after returning from the African Cup of Nations injured. He's back fit again, and he might play against Ipswich Town by 8:45 today. 0916205945, 0916204945, and you can text us on WhatsApp 09128 945 Chooks, TK especially. How are you feeling this morning? You said Real Madrid are not good enough? Definitely, they are not good enough. 09128 945 and those are the numbers to call for 0916205945, 0916204945. You can call those numbers. If you want to text us on WhatsApp like the black man, you can text us on 09128 945 Good morning to you. Hey, GKO. God have mercy. God have mercy. But you guys are in trouble. No Mbappe. Hey, my God, against Man City. Mm. Yeah. Mm. And they are relying on star qualities to win matches, and that can't work every day. Look at Vinicius Juniors yesterday. Mm. Chelsea?
After Chelsea.
Yeah.
You saw how Saka was always tracking back, supporting his right full back. All the time you see Shaw just lost. He doesn't even try to support in the midfield or defend. He just wait for ball to come.
I'm gonna do some dazzling and start doing the dazzling and score.
Scores, but does it happen all the time? You remember the game against Liverpool now earlier this season in the Champions League now.
Yeah.
He had 17 seconds against Bradley,
I
and
didn't win any.
he didn't win anything. So football don't pass that thing. You need to learn. What is the plenty?
Okay.
Learn
But
the
for
tactics
Real
of
Madrid
your
now, yeah, yeah, there's a bit of I don't want to say it's a good news, but Rodri's contract is coming to an end, and the hierarchy right there, Rodri, at Man City, the hierarchy right there in Real Madrid are interested in them.
it's not a bad buy. I mean,
I
but
think it's a
also
needed
I
buy.
see
I think it's a
it's a
needed buy.
needed buy.
Mhm.
But I think Rodri also is diminishing little by little.
Have you watched
I
him
don't
in
have
the
to
last
comment.
two matches for Man City?
Maybe not, but I don't know if he's on top. He's on
Watch him
top
against Leeds
in
United.
the season.
Watch him against Leeds
Okay,
United. You understand. Thank you very
I'll
much,
do that.
Chicky.
But for me, okay, no, sorry.
Yeah, I'll let you go now. 0916005945. Good morning to you.
Banky, good morning.
Ay,
Let me
yeah, yeah, sorry,
let me
eh?
continue from where Chike stopped. The problem is plenty, I just like to
Mm.
say. Banky, let's take it to the midfield. I don't know why you have Germany and Kamavinga, and problem with the midfield, we still have issue like that. I don't know. There's also a problem of losing of forms. There are people, many of them lost form. Because even sometimes if you watch Germany, you feel like it's this game, but it's not a
He
huge
has
game.
never convinced me about his talent. I know he's good,
So,
though, but he has never convinced me about his talent, Charmaine.
Germany, me, I like the way he plays when he's on form, like when he wants to play. Understand? But I see him playing like Casemiro when he wants to play. You feel
Nothing
like he
close to.
expands in that picture. Yes, but that is where I want him to play. Then supporters like Kamavinga. Kamavinga is someone who can also do well in the midfield. You get it? And sometimes the way they play, like they play more of individual. They don't play
Mm.
like they. That's why you see one person is one scoring, one person is one scoring. At the point, it was only Mbappe is scoring for them alone. Yes, I don't know.
Thank you very much. They need a they
I
need to.
don't support. I
Mm.
don't support the buy of project. Not like we don't know what they have done. I think they have done it. I think they should go
If
for
it's
a solid
coming, if it's coming for a free, if it's coming as a free
free.
transfer, you guys should buy him. Leave that
All
story.
support. They should go for someone who is still young, has the energy, who can cover ground and recover ball, and has the energy to chase the ball now. This
Yeah.
is this doesn't play. It's go
Thank you,
the
Bishop.
ball.
Oh yeah, Bishop, you don't do. Sport analyst.
Uh,
Thank you very much.
uh,
0916005945 0916004945. The only black man from Mongo says it will be very difficult. It will be a very difficult season for Real Madrid in terms of winning any trophy. Up Chelsea, up Rangers, up in the sport. All right, please don't call Chelsea and Rangers in the same sentence now because Rangers are on top against Chelsea. All right, Banky Nwabali should sign for a club because there's no time it needs to be. Okay, there's no time it needs to be match fit. For my Liverpool match today, they need to score 3 to 4 goals to be ahead of Manchester United in third position tonight. From Ambassador Kingsley Okemiri, Upper Avenue is my Jerusalem. Good morning, Banky O. 0916005945 0916004945. Yes, we can still take one or two calls before we leave this one. The Real Madrid, they don't even have it right now. It's been a poor management of Kylian Mbappe's injury also. Kylian Mbappe don't even trust the medics at Real Madrid. He had to go to Paris and speak to some of his doctors. Well, he went with some Real Madrid doctors also, but his case now, they need to find a way to manage that injury. It means Kylian Mbappe cannot operate 100% for now. So it's really crazy. There's the FIFA World Cup, there's the Champions League, there's the Spanish La Liga, and Real Madrid need him. They need his star power, they need his ability and his talent, to take them to certain heights. this season, even when they don't play well. Just like that game yesterday against the Tafe, Kylian Mbappe in that game would have killed the game for them, even when they didn't play well. Right, 0916005945. 0916204945. John Isotus are the numbers to call to be part of the conversation this morning. So let's talk about the games for today. Good morning to you. How are you?
I'm fine, well done, job.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Anyway, I think that's to go like I did last time with that people
Mm.
in the usual way of deciding trade in South America. And I think Team Madrid is lacking leadership among them, among the players.
Mm.
You know, when you see the days of Tony Kroos, things like Maleta, you know, you see that leadership. You look at Man U when they play, you see what Bruno Fernandes does. You know, talking to
You know that they are listening to someone. There is a leader in the team. Yes.
you get it.
Mm.
And even there are several times that person, you know, talking to Sesko.
Yeah, you saw that video, Abi. Yeah, you saw that video.
Yes, how you should break lines, you occupy positions, and
Yes.
take it at a particular place. I think
Who is the captain of Real Madrid against? Danny Cavani in and out. Who's the current captain? It's so sad.
When someone like Croatian former midfielder is talking with you, you force to make it now.
Mm.
He's the history of course. The thing that lacking leadership and it was management structure.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, for Victor Osimhen is going to be rested for their game for ahead of the game against Besiktas. That's going to be a major one at the weekend against Besiktas, the Istanbul derby. So Victor Osimhen needs rest. The games he played for Galatasaray against Juventus played with a knock, and also their last game he scored an assisted, but they're going to rest him ahead of the Istanbul Magic which derby, which they're expecting his magic to show once again. And yes, congratulations to Semi Ajayi back to full fitness. It was so good at the African Cup of Nations for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So we're happy to have him back, played once again, and for our city. Then the Super Falcons will play their second game against Cameroon today. The first game they lost to Cameroon. They need to beat Cameroon today. Yeah, it's a friendly match ahead of their WAFCON championship, but then beat Cameroon. Come on. You're the champions of Africa. You've done it 10 times. Beat Cameroon. You must every single time. Maybe it's friendship. Maybe it's you're playing draft. You're playing chess. You must beat Cameroon. You must beat South Africa. You must beat Ghana. Those three countries. You must always beat them because of the hurts they've inflicted on Nigerians. Different Nigerian teams in the past, even in basketball. All right. Thank you very much, guys. We have to go right now, and it's been a brilliant morning with you guys, and we have to leave just like I said. So later this morning by 9 a.m. Jagazi and Chairman Wasamba will be here for the Parliament on 94.5 Urban Radio. Before I leave with the amazing sport fact. Did you know that on last Sunday is the only day in English top flight history with 4+ games to see every game end with the same scoreline? Yes, on Sunday, Brighton defeated Nottingham Forest 2-1. Fulham won their game against Tottenham Hotspur 2-1. Manchester United defeated Crystal Palace 2-1, and Arsenal wiped Chelsea 2-1. All home games ended 2-1 on Sunday. That's the first time that's going to happen in the football history, English football history. Thank you very much, guys. Return later tonight by 7:30 p.m. on 94.5 Urban Radio Enugu. I am Banky O. Good morning to you.